Hi, I'm Bobsto, the Elder Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and you're watching the Anime
The
Boys.
anime boys. The anime
The
boys.
Anime Boys. Hell
Yes.
yeah! And today we're continuing our coverage of Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. And before we ask,
Mm.
but before I ask you about how you felt about this episode, Red, I did want to give a small shout out to Goro Sero. He's been in our comments for a good bit. He even commented on our last mob video. Yeah, that's pretty sick. It's pretty sick that even though not a whole lot of people comment, they have like that one person that comments and you can bounce
Yeah.
off of and discuss things. It's awesome.
It's
It's
really,
great.
really nice.
Keep
We
yeah,
appreciate
keep,
that. We
keep
do
it
thank you.
keep it up, Goro.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Top
Other than
fan.
that,
Top fan.
top top fan tier 3 sub.
Instead of Top Gun, it's top fan.
Oh yeah, but so anyways, this week episode 5 came out, and
Mm-hmm.
so Red.
Mm-hmm.
Red, what did you think of episode 5 of Mob Psycho 100 Season 3?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know you're still mad from the cliffhanger. I know.
It's so stupid. I'm so
Listen,
mad, dude.
that's how it be.
Golly, it was a sick ass episode. I'm not gonna say it wasn't
Yes,
good. I'm
it's a good ass
pissed.
episode.
I'm
You're just mad
pissed
that
where it left
the
off.
episode didn't just continue.
I'm so
I bet you
upset.
just. I feel you. That's the plight of the weekly watcher. However, as I'm always a firm believer in, whenever you're watching something weekly, if something really fucking awesome happens, then the hype for that tends to increase like tenfold
Well, we will
versus
see.
binge.
We
But
will
we'll see. I'm sure it's
see.
gonna be fucking awesome. I wonder if
Yes.
that's if this fight is gonna be the one with the 20,000 frames of animation
Dude,
that's been
it
rumored.
has to be like with this ground shaking like twist of plot going on.
Yeah.
It needs to be. But if it's not, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
but this fight scene in this one was crazy. And literally
It's
that's
fucking
that's that's
nuts.
how we start off. I mean, he goes in,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
talking to
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey,
To
come
Dimple.
meet me outside the tree. Catch me outside."
Dimple's just like, nah, man.
He's like,
What I
"Come
like
in
is like as
here."
mobs it's like as Mob is like walking, Dimple's just like, yo, like they recognize you as like the first and true founder. It must feel pretty good, right? And Mob's like, nah, fuck that shit.
He's
I
like,
don't like
"Nah,
it one
not
bit.
really." And he's like,
And he's like, oh, but like, as you see, I can't really come out here because this tree has fucking changed quite a bit. All this faith and belief is just feeding into this fucking tree and creating it into this just fucking into this monster,
right.
basically.
And Mob is
Yeah,
just sitting there talking to this man like, "Hey, just come out. Make this easier on yourself. We can
yeah,
talk this out." And he even calls him off by name exactly who's doing this. He caught on
yeah.
very quickly
Mhm.
of what who it
So we
was.
get a bit about what Dimple's plan is, and basically it's like, all right, so I'm gonna emerge as a quote unquote reincarnation of God, essentially, and it'll foster like a new era where people just where the world all believes in Psycho Helmet,
Yeah,
and he's
so
gonna spread
like
basically as the faith grows, trees are gonna spread throughout the world, basically.
yeah, he's like, we're gonna start small and local around Japan, and once it consumes all of Japan, it'll slowly start to creep all over the country
Hmm.
or all over the
And then the
world,
world,
and then the world. And
and
we get this really cool ass shot of the broccoli hanging above the earth and the earth
yeah,
rotating while you
dude,
can
it's
still
so
see the
fucking cool.
trees on the earth. It
Yeah,
looks really cool. This whole
and
like
then
frame looks amazing.
yeah, and then his only requirement is I just need you guys to pray for 5 minutes outside the tree for my food.
Right. He
I
just
need
needs
to eat up
that.
his prayers.
He's like,
I
I
need the
need
energy.
that. He's like, I need that good prey. That's what he
Uh
needs.
huh. Give me give me that sloppy pray.
So Mob walks in and sees my boy Terry all tied up in the tree, and Mob or Dimple brings out his little figure person, his little fake founder guy that
Yeah,
looks like Mob, and he
yeah.
says it's always the ones. It's always the ones who try to have too much fun are the ones that fail the most.
Hmm.
And it showed a picture of my boy Terry. And at this point, Mob is slowly and steadily building up his percentage.
Yeah, yeah. He is. He is getting more mad by the second,
Every word
just
that comes out
slowly.
of Dimple's mouth. So he's sitting there talking to him, and he asks Mob to basically help him rule. He's trying to talk
Yeah,
Mob
it's
into ruling with him. And
yeah, like just join me. Like we'll
so
fucking be unstoppable together
with that,
and
I
all that
want to
shit.
I want to give my own little like tidbit about it. Okay, so
Hmm.
he gives Mob his whole spiel, right? We get this really cool
Hmm.
scene with all the people singing "Kumbaya" in the circle. It looks fucking amazing. That whole section of animation was beautiful, but the
Hmm.
point he was making to Mob was
Uh,
everyone is living within harmony. What is he doing wrong? And it kind of makes you fight for which side you really want to pick. Yes, he's
I,
wrong for trying to control people's emotions, but he
is,
never did take away their own personalities. Like
mhm.
he never took away
He
their own
didn't. But
person.
they're still being influenced to follow him through brainwashing, even though they might retain their personality. They still have a small part of them that they can't control, which is the undying support for Psycho Helmet.
But it really makes you think, would
Um,
that technically
and
be a
then
bad thing? Because everybody is happy with one
so
another, but they're still
technically
being
not.
themselves.
Technically not. But if you are a firm believer in personal choice, then it violates that a person's right to choose.
Uh, okay.
Especially so
So, given the
because
fact
like
that everybody,
if he set up and everybody decided to come along and that's what happened, then yes, but he's coercing people into it through brainwash, through contact with the tree.
I don't know. It depends on how you look at the situation, which I'm trying to give the comparisons. I'm not trying to say each
Yeah,
party or
yeah,
either party is
I
correct.
I know.
So, like, Dimple's trying to give off his meaning of what he's doing. And
Mm,
Mob is trying to get him to see the error of his own ways. But in
yeah.
turn, Mob is also wrong in this situation in a certain sense. Because he's not seeing it in the way that Dimple is wanting to see it, as in,
Hmm.
this is a way to unite everyone in the world through one common belief and make
Hmm.
everything a better world, which is not a bad thing. He's
Yeah.
not technically wrong. He's not doing
Hmm.
anything technically evil other than leading everyone to the tree. That's it. That's the
Hmm.
only crime he has committed. He is not brainwashing them to
I
think
don't.
whatever they want to
He
think. He's not brainwashing them to do
he's still
what he
he's
wants.
still
Like
brainwashing them to support him, which is that's the issue. It's like brainwashing of any form is not good,
the only way
regardless, because there
that
still has to be choice.
the only way that it's looked at in a wrong sense is by the fact that he is feeding off of what they are giving him. So, and
Mhm.
I don't know, the dynamic here
I don't know.
between him and
Especially
Mob.
especially when later on he talks about Tsubomi and
Yeah,
how
this
Tsubomi is as a person, and how even Tsubomi falls to it just because that's how strong the brainwashing is.
that's exactly what I'm
It
trying to get
takes
into.
people. Yeah. Okay.
So like I said, I'm not on like I'm just making a
Yeah.
point. I'm not really
That's where that's
defending.
where it gets highly unethical because you got people who are super headstrong that probably wouldn't join it or wouldn't have much interest in it, but they're
Exactly.
being made to. Yeah,
So like
there's nothing bad that's going to happen to them for not doing it, but it's just the fact they're being forced to do it in the first place is
so
not really good.
they're just at odds where Mob sees
Mm-hmm.
he's being very short-sighted and simple, where Mob is looking at the bigger picture on how it is affecting,
Mm-hmm.
which neither party is wrong. Like, neither party is wrong. Mob is correct in his own sense, but so is Dimple. So it depends on which side that you actually take here.
Another interesting thing is Dimple doesn't really seem to care much about the damage to tree. This because the other issue is the support that's causing the tree to grow is causing the roots to spread and destroy buildings and whatnot.
Exactly. He's
And
ignoring
Dimple's ignoring that, like, because like
he's ignoring the ramifications of the physical world and praising
he's
too
like,
much
yeah,
on the spiritual sense.
yeah, because he's like, we'll just rebuild. But I'm thinking like, nah, like for the way these roots are growing, it's just going to destroy everything.
Yeah. So at this point,
But
Mob's just had enough. He's done tried to explain to him. He's done tried to talk him out of it. And he says, I didn't want to have to do this. But he rips my boy Terry off the tree, which was a fucking mistake, idiot. Drops him to the ground, and my boy Terry tries to talk some sense into Mob as well.
He's like, yo, don't do that shit, man. Psychoholic rocks.
This is where Dimple starts becoming in the wrong. He starts controlling people's actions. He is controlling the relationship between him and Mob. So it really breaks out of the character and out of the sensibilities that he's trying to enforce. So he's being Hippocratic. So like
hypocritical.
Yeah, hypocritical.
Hippocratic is referring to Hippocrates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hypocritical. So he's using Terry's relationship to try to force Mob into following through the same religion. He says if you touch Psycho Helmet Sama or do not follow us, then our friendship will no longer be a thing. And I'm just like, that blew my mind.
And then he also breaks it down to like, okay, so what if you make it past me? What are you gonna do about like Ritsu or Reagan or any of the other people you've made connections with, or in fact the entire city that's affected?
He says there is nothing you can do to stop every single one of us at the same time, and everyone in their power will try to stop you. And man, this was crazy. Like the moral ambiguity in this episode was shocking and groundbreaking.
I'll say another thing Dimple says that I found quite interesting. He tries to relate what he's doing to laws that people have to, like laws and societal rules that are followed.
Yeah.
But those are more so like they're like you could like even regardless of that, you still have like a choice to not abide by those. There might be some ramifications, but at the same time, like there's a I'm trying to think because it's like the whole talk of like security versus complete freedom.
Right. I mean, I get
so
where
like,
I get where
like,
I get
so
the
you
highway
can't be
you're
completely
going.
free. However, they you still have the choice to abide by those or not abide by those.
I get where you're going, and you're not wrong. But again, Dimple's also offering the same type of freedom with the same type of ramification. Because if you really think about it, Mob doesn't have to follow him. But if he doesn't, he's going to lose everything. So Mob, he technically gave Mob that choice. So going down that road, again...
He gave Mob the choice, but he didn't give everybody else the choice.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He's trying to... The whole time he's being hypocritical. Like the entire time. But he's not seeing it. And Mob's trying to get him to see it. Like I said, the whole direction of moral code is being so twisted up and dimple that he's
Hmm.
just seeing power and being a god. And he thinks
Yep.
that he's right. And if you really think about it, in
Yeah.
every portrayal of God, this is what is seen in most
Hmm.
characters. So like, but to see the plot twist of Dimple becoming this thing that we're witnessing now
Hmm.
is shocking to me in a certain sense. Like
Yeah.
when he first was just creating the cult, it was his original goal, and it has been his goal the entire time. But
Hmm.
oh man, this
Yeah.
made my stomach churn the way that he was just talking to Mob. And another thing, if you're
Hmm.
sitting here witnessing what this man can do, why the fuck would you mess with Mob? This man
Yeah.
took down the epitome of what a god should be
Uh-huh.
in a giant explosion that controlled and made the fucking broccoli in the first place. And he thinks that he
Yeah.
can stop him? This is
Mhm.
insane to me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just sitting here like, you've seen this man crush power among power. The only person he never got the one up on was, what's his name? I can't even remember his damn name.
Uh, which guy?
The guy who became a spirit
Oh,
after
Mogami.
Mogami. That, yeah, him. He's the only one that defeated Mob. The only one that let Mob go free in a different
Hmm.
sense too. So, I man,
Hmm.
but let's get into. Do you have anything else to
But
say about
so
this?
nah. Other than what fucking happens when Teru fucking steps in and bitch
Dude,
whips Mob.
exactly. Like Mob gets fucking shit whipped by Terry. He just whips
Up
him
the
up on top
tree.
of the tree. Mob just takes it like a champ, and then they stop each other and they collide and make this amazing, like epitome of just fucking
Yeah.
overwhelming
I like
guarded power. It looks so
I
sick.
like the clash of like the blue kaleidoscope effect for Mob and their
Yes.
yellow kaleidoscope effect for Teru.
Yeah, and they're like merging in the middle, and it's just overlapping, and
Yeah.
it looks like the collision of like the Kamehameha waves in Dragon Ball, except two different colors and a lot more pretty. Like it looks really good.
Hmm.
So you got this little fight, and it seems for a second that he overpowers Terry and just makes him stop.
Hmm.
I don't know what he did there. Did he just like take all of his
I don't know.
power?
It's maybe Terror just felt the presence and just immediately just stopped.
I don't know. Maybe Mob figured out how to nullify him for a second.
Maybe I don't know. Something happened that caused Terror to release,
But it
and
didn't. It didn't.
Mob.
Yeah. Because if you really think about it, it could just be him snapping back into reality and noticing that he's fighting somebody he really doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, perhaps. But we get this cool shot of where Mob's walking down. When he like, it's like the way the camera's angled when he jumps back down, like Mob goes off to the side instead of just going straight down, which is
Yes.
really cool looking.
It's because he was on the side of a tree.
Yeah, they're on the side. I forgot, they're on the side. They weren't even on a like on like a elevated level. It's just straight up on like a wall on a fucking wall.
Yeah, it was just like them
Yeah,
colliding on a wall, and
but
the
that
way
shit
he jumped
was
down
pretty good.
was sick because like he just kind of tilted.
Mhm.
That's all he did. He just tilted.
Yeah,
He dropped down,
and then
and
Dimple's like, "Yo, I thanks to the extra energy in this tree, I can power shit up." Yo, Teru, Teru comes
just
in,
gave
hits him
this
with the
man arcane existence. Like,
yeah, dude. Teru hits Mob with the fucking the Gato smash from Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. That's what it
yeah,
looked like.
it
That's what it
did,
looks
didn't
like
it,
when
dude?
Gato gets pulled down.
Yeah, that does, doesn't it? It looks sick.
Yeah.
But he smashes them into the fucking ground of the tree, and Mob's sitting there just all entangled. And as he's getting entangled, he starts noticing that the power is taking him. And
hmm
the visuals behind that were incredible.
Dude, yeah, yeah. When he realizes the roots are like sapping his powers, like you get this cool like
Gosh,
shot of like a green mob face underneath
eating
them.
him. Like it
It's
just
like it's eating
ate
him,
him. It was sick,
and
dude.
it was so fucking sick. It was
It
really good
just looks so goddamn
visualization.
good, dude.
But so he fucking ass blasts Teru out of the fucking
He
tree.
tells Teru to jump out of the way. He's like, please
Yeah,
get out of the way, but he didn't. And
I'm
he's just like,
I'm
hey,
about to
stay
blast shit up.
behind me. Stay behind me, dude. I'll protect you. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck.
Teru got ass blasted up in the sky yet again,
So I'm
just like in season
wondering,
one.
with what he said, if he snapped back into, like,
Maybe.
because at the end he said, you're so powerful. You're so
hmm
incredible. And it just blasted him away. And it's like Team Rocket blast away in the sky.
hmm
I'm
Yeah.
blasting off again.
I'm telling you, it's just like their confrontation in season one,
It
where
really
he gets
was. Yeah.
blasted up into the fucking sky. Except this time, he probably didn't get blasted up to the fucking stratosphere
Yeah, that's
like
very
he
true.
did.
He wasn't above.
I'm,
He wasn't above the clouds, just contemplating his entire
and
existence.
while naked with a fucking yee fucking Benjamin Franklin haircut.
You said yee yee ass haircut,
Yeah,
dude.
but dude, I'm not gonna live down the fucking Benjamin Franklin haircut though. That shit was
It was
fucking great.
so good, dude. Oh
But
wow,
yeah,
you got me fucking giggling. But
but
as this
so
happened, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
the fucking hole closes, and all of a sudden we see a giant fucking green cycle helmet that appears, and Mob just immediately blasts a hole in him, and it splits into smaller versions of himself.
You know, I kind of want to make an
And
edit with that green monster because
yeah,
I'm gonna put
that'd
it
be
in
good.
as a Green Giant commercial.
The Jolly Green
Ho
Giant.
ho ho ho!
Oh,
Green Giant. Boom!
hell
Just
yeah!
punches Mob.
Listen, that's what happens when you eat your veggies.
Dude, I'm gonna make that edit. I swear I am.
Hell yeah!
Ho ho
Hey,
ho!
listen,
Green
I'd
Giant.
be down for it.
That would be so fucking
And
stupid.
all while Mob is just cutting down all these fucking dimples, he's wondering, well, why doesn't Dimple just show his face? Why doesn't he just show himself? And Mob just he's isn't I like how it's implied he's there for a long fucking time, just hacking and slashing away.
Yeah, it's like it kind of does like a little time skip to basically him saying like, "Please don't make me do this." He's sitting there holding
Yeah,
his heart essentially, and I wonder if
yeah.
that's him
He's
trying to
even.
control his emotion.
I think
Uh,
he is because he starts to cry at one bit because he doesn't. Part of him doesn't want to hurt Dimple.
yeah, he doesn't want to have to.
Like he's still like that's amazing because like at first he went from in the first season where he's like do anything stupid and I'll fucking kill you to man I don't want to kill him. He's been kind of cool for the past couple of seasons. Like I haven't fully trusted him, but he hasn't really. I've grown to kind of admire him somewhat.
Right.
Um, so he's just horde after horde is fucking coming. We get probably the coolest ad transition for season 3 so far, where it's Mob and all of his friends and family outside the tree.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
when it cuts back to the second one, all their faces are replaced by Psycho Helmet.
Yeah, that was sick.
And
This
it's such
looks
a
really
sick
cool.
fucking it's such a sick transition. So
So Dimple finally shows his fucking face, but not
yeah,
before
man.
revealing that he has sapped every ounce of power out of Mob.
Yeah.
Like, just
And Dimple's pretty big. He's a big boy.
he's a big stronk. And he's sitting
Uh,
there trying to explain to Mob what's going on, and Mob just grabs him and bitch slaps
yeah.
him like
Well, it's like
six
before
times.
that he goes like, well, what would you accept me if Tsubomi asked you to do it? He's like, man, Tsubomi's like out of your league. She's like super headstrong and independent, and she's not impressed by you.
Yeah,
So why are you even trying? It doesn't matter if you get swole.
you
He
should.
tries to blacktail Mob, and Mob just goes, "Shut your bitch ass up."
He said, "Shut
Just
your
beats
ass
the
up."
It just fucking beats the shit out of him. It's like a flashback to season 1 where he's just fucking swinging him around.
Slinging him around his room, just smashing him on the floorboards.
Yeah, man.
Bro, this is so fucking funny.
And then Dimple's like, well, fuck it. Okay, no. I was trying to be nice, but now you forced me. God mode, bitch.
Dude went golden Frieza mode, I swear.
Yeah, man.
He got balder than One Punch Man.
Hey. Hey, you seen Resurrection of F? Huh? Watch this shit.
So he goes all like fucking big swole, like psycho golden Frieza mode.
Yeah, he's golden.
And he starts shit whipping Mob. I mean, fucking whipping him up. I was like, damn. I was like, shit.
And I like him after the first like barrage of attacks, he checks on Mob to see how he's doing, and there's this cool shot of Mob just staring at him. There's like one red eye.
This was really cool.
It's so fucking sick.
He's sitting there, he's beating the fuck out of him, and then after he gets done with his golden smash, Mob gets up from the dust, looks at him, and says, "I refuse to accept that this is who you are."
You're fucking holding back on me, aren't you? And I want to see the real Dimple,
dude. And yeah, he basically said, he said, "This can't be your true form. Is this a joke?"
Yeah,
I was like,
because at this point, Dimple's like. Because at this point, Dimple's holding back because he's like he's wanting to hurt Mob, but he's not trying to kill Mob.
He's trying to get Mob to join him.
That's
all he really wants. He wants to rule with Mob. He's kind of given up the goal of taking over Mob's body.
Mm-hmm. And man, and in response to Mob being like, "I want to see the real Dimple," what does he do? He fucking shoots a rainbow laser out of his mouth.
Dude, fucking Golden Beam was sick.
Yeah,
that move was... You could feel how big that move was with his emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But once he did it and launched him, Mob looks at him and says, "You almost would have killed me with that."
Yeah.
And then it fucking cuts the episode.
Well, no, that's not it. That's not it. You're missing out something. So, as the smoke lifts from him, his jacket has been destroyed, revealing the Smart Monkey shirt underneath it.
Oh yeah, fuck.
And
that's right.
Dimple, because like at this point, Mob's at like 99.
No, he's at 100. It hit 100.
No. He's at 99. Then Dimple sees the shirt.
Oh yeah.
He says, "That shirt's lame," and then it hits 100 and it ends because Dimple insulting the shirt.
Like as soon as he insults his fucking monkey shirt,
man,
it was all over.
Mob chose that monkey shirt. He likes that monkey shirt.
He loves it. He's like, "This is a lady killing machine," is what this is.
Exactly. So Bomi's gonna be all over my Smart Monkey merch.
And then he fucking ended the episode. I'm pissed. Pissed off, dude. I can't wait till the next episode. Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Next Thursday.
But that's pretty much all there is to it. Do you have anything else? The
only other thing I knew that was pretty good was whenever he asked Blast Mob with the golden beam. It was a bit where he's like, "Man, did I go too far? I didn't mean to try to like kill him."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, he's still here. I feel his rage," because that's how strong Mob's rage is at that point. Because it's just palpable in the fucking air.
Yeah, he can just fucking sense him.
But also when Mob was covered in the smoke, there's a cool shot where you just see the white eyes.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. Like just the
That shit.
smoke breaking away just enough for him to see his eyes was really really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that and with the glowing eyes behind the smoke was cool too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
I think that about covers it
Mob Psycho
Mob.
season 3 episode 5.
Uh, if you like this video, if you enjoyed our coverage of this episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more.
Please do.
There's a bunch of good shit coming out this season that we're covering. We got
Yes.
Mob Psycho, we got Spy Family, we got Chainsaw Man.
We're gonna
This
finish Demon
upcoming week,
Slayer.
because since this video is uploading on a Monday, Demon Slayer should be coming out this Friday, as long as nothing else fucks with us. As long as the
Yes.
curse of MJ doesn't strike us, we'll be good.
I think MJ and Tanya are friends, I swear.
They are, because that bitch Tanya, she fucked us up when we covered her show. Fuck Tanya.
bitch ass
Tanya,
cousin.
I'm sorry. You got a good show, Tanya. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good anime, but
Maybe
still,
maybe Tanya was reincarnated as MJ.
shit, man.
Dude.
Damn.
That's something to
I
think
don't, I don't even,
about.
I don't even want to think about that. But
But
anyways, other than that,
yeah.
you good? We be
Yeah,
good to carry it out.
I'm good. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
buddy.
All right, well, I'm Bob still, the Elder Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and you just got done watching the Anime
The
Boys.
Anime Boys.
See ya.
See ya.